Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining me for the first time, my name is Olaomi Audu, and on this channel I would actually just be sharing content about my business, and I believe they're contents that you would enjoy and you will learn a lot from. So do well to subscribe to my channel, like it, and to share it. So to today's video, I'm going to be talking about an experience that I've had, and honestly I can't believe that I've fallen for this twice. Yeah. And they are very costly mistakes, and I'm like, okay, how did it happen that I fell for this twice? But it is what it is, right? Okay, so I'm talking about basically online viewing, offline viewing, or offline purchase, however you want to put it. This current property that living in, before we moved into it, we had actually done an online viewing on it. Okay, so we were pressed on time, and we were pressed on, the location was quite far. We're actually going to move cities, so we didn't have the luxury of doing a lot of viewings to decide on a property. We had actually come into the city to actually view a property. We liked it, it was good, it was sizable, it was the exact size we wanted, but we just wanted to explore options. And so this option came up, and they were willing to allow us do like an offline viewing, and we decided, why not? Let's do it, right? And we did the offline viewing, and it looked great. The property looked amazing. The size was looking, it was just giving all it needed to give. And so we decided, you know what, instead of going for the other one, why don't we go for this one? It looks more modern, it looks like about the same size as the previous one, so why don't we just take it, right? So after the offline viewing, we decided that we wanted to place an offer, and so we went ahead and we applied and we got the house. And our situation was really so tight that the day we actually saw the house was the day we moved into the house. Now, this was a very interesting bit because, we had gotten like some movers, and they were actually friends to help us move our property. So they had gone in the vehicle ahead of us, and we were like right behind them coming in. So they got to the property before us. When they got into the property, I just thought, okay, because they reached out and were like, you know what, we're here now, and we'll just start offloading before you guys get here. And we're like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just get their opinion. What do they think about the property? So I reached out to my friend, and I'm like, okay, so you're there, right? So how is the house? How is it? Is it good? Is it fine? Does it meet all the checks? And his response was, was quite funny. Yeah, his response was like, okay, you're close, right? I'm sure you would see it when you come, right? And as soon as I saw that response, I knew that, yeah, something was definitely wrong. Yeah, something wasn't right. And so we got into the property. Yeah, the neighborhood looked great. It looked good. I had done all my Google search, trust me. I'd done like the Google view, so I'd seen the surroundings. I knew the shops that were close by. I just knew the whole activities around the place, so that was fine. And then we got into the house. I got into the property, opened the door, and I'm like, okay, where is the house? Like, where's the apartment? What am I saying? It was literally, I don't want to say half, it was like quarter size, like literally, than what we had expected. From the online view, the living area looked so big, it looked so massive, the rooms looked really massive and big. And then we came in, and oh my God, the size, it was very, very tiny. Like, it was very, very small. And we're like, what are we supposed to do with this? But we're here already, right? We had settled on it. We are closing. In fact, this was our moving in day. So yeah, so we had moved in already. In fact, my partner was supposed to resume work by the next, I think, day or so. So we were here. Yeah, we were here. It had to happen. And my partner just turned to me and asked me, so Umi, what have you learned from this experience? And I was like, what have I learned? And then he was like, never settle on a property without viewing it in person. And I was like, yeah, that's true. That's actually a very big lesson learned. Yeah, so lesson learned, right? So fast forward to now. We were trying to settle on another property because obviously, this place was too small and we just needed to upgrade. And we decided, we actually went, we did a viewing, we liked what we saw, yeah, but we couldn't get that because our circumstances changed. And then there was the option to now, go for a property that was on an offline plan, so such that you settle on the property, but it's still under construction and you just work with the floor plan. And okay, so being the designer that I am, right, I don't mind working with the floor plan, right? I understand how it works. So I got the floor plan, looked at it, and yeah, it looked good, it looked great. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go for it. And then we made a commitment for the house, and yeah, everything, all the checks, everything. And then finally the house was ready for viewing. And then we went to see the property, and I had fallen for it the second time. Yeah, really, really sad. Like, so sad. I couldn't believe that it happened to me again. We got in there and I'm like, okay, yeah, this obviously looks like the design, but the size, the size, this measurements, they don't look, size doesn't look like the measurements that I saw on the floor plan. But, I thought about it, and I was like, okay, the agent that had taken us to view the property, I was like, okay, actually I'd made a mistake. I hadn't come with my tape, so I couldn't really measure, take the measurements to be able to know the furniture that we needed to make arrangements for in the space. And she was like, and I just mentioned to her just casually that, what, I'll just use the measurements on the floor plan. And then she just said, you know what, I would suggest that you actually take your measurements yourself and don't depend on the floor plan, because they're actually variations. Yes, she said that. There are variations. And I looked at her and I'm like, okay, there are variations. Yeah, but that wasn't mentioned when we're making the deal, right? But well, it is what it is, right? I had gotten into the deal already, and so I'm kind of stuck. But being the designer that I am, yes, I'm going to make the space work. Yes, I will. I'm going to create magic out of the space, and I'll be happy to share that with you, once it is ready. But what am I just trying to say? Really, I know the circumstances, sometimes might warrant you going, with an offline plan or with an online viewing, to make a decision on a home or a property. But I would just say that if you have to do that, then be ready for surprises. Yes. Ready for, just have enough shock absorbers so that you can accommodate whatever surprises might come on. But if you ask me my candid opinion, I would say don't do it. Yes, don't. Go view the property, ensure that you like it, and then make a deal on it. But if you have to depend on an offline plan, it's all good, it's fine, it's okay. But yeah, be prepared for whatever eventualities that might happen or might come into play. Now, I'm not trying to cut short my profession or cut short home stagers or designers. The truth about it is that our work really is to make a property look good to you. When we want to sell, when we want to pitch a property to you, our job is really to dress up the property to be attractive, to highlight and to emphasize the key features of the property. So when you come in or when you do the viewing, you just get carried away really, with those features, and you might not really pay attention to some of the other negative features of the property. So you really need an eye like me, I would say, when you want to actually make a decision on a home or a property. Now, the fact that the house probably has those negative features doesn't mean that you wouldn't, you won't really like the house or you can't close on the house, but it would draw your attention to the fact that, yeah, these are things that are actually existing in this property, and you're prepared for how to attend to them. And then, of course, if you have somebody like me in your corner, I can help you, design in such a way that those negative features might not even mean a thing at the end of the day, and we just see that you've gotten so much value and appreciation for the house after, I've given in my, inputs to it, or an interior designer or whoever it is that you're engaging has given an input to it to really make it look attractive and accommodating. So really, I would just say that when you're making a decision on a home, probably get an extra eye to help you look at it, and definitely view the house, in person if you do have the opportunity to do so. If it just means making a little sacrifice to do so, you probably want to do that, so that at the end of the day, you're not stuck with something that, you just wish I knew, I wish I had made, a better decision. And yes, shout out to all the home stagers. We really do an amazing job in making our homes, or making homes look beautiful and attractive. That's our job. And yes, and the truth about it is that you really don't even have to wait to when you're about to sell your home to make your home look beautiful or attractive. While you're there, if you hire, the services of an interior designer, contrary to what you think, it would even be cheaper than even you trying to furnish the place yourself. If you hire like a professional to look into your space and to help set your space up, you will discover that you will get so much value from your space, and probably on a lower budget than you even trying to do it yourself. So yes, this is just me shedding more light into this particular profession, and just helping you know that it does play a lot of value in improving your space or your ambience. Yes, it does. So this is me saying, please don't make that mistake. As much as possible, get as much consultation as you can. Just be present and view whenever you want to settle on a property or make a decision on the property. I hope you have learned a thing or two on today's video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe, please subscribe, like and share. And this is the end of the video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching again. Bye.